for everyone that came out on Super Bowl Sunday. I'm PVRing it now, so no scores, Reiner, please. We have a fan here, 24. Isn't that the coach of the quarterback? Is it Martin's jersey? Whose jersey is it? Which? Oh yeah, okay. He's going to have oh sorry, I didn't see that, sorry. Anyways, I digress. Thank you very much for coming out. Financial Fotographs Live is just something that I wanted to put together as a showcase of what I do for a living as a financial planner, but it was on my bucket list to get the book done, so I've been thankful enough to actually pick it up by a publisher in Winnipeg, and it's in every chapters and Black Bond and everything across Canada, so that's kind of cool. But we'll talk about that later. But I thought that I would give you a insight into what it is to be working with a financial planner. Okay, whether you're working with me or you're working with somebody else. So usually I turn on the tunes. Okay, so I thought that we would turn on Financial Planning FM Rock 101. Okay, 101 is, you know, when you go to school you have a 101, you know, the first course. So FM 101. And a whole genre of songs, okay? From the Little Guys to the Beatles, okay? So anybody heard of Twinkle Twinkle Little Star before? Reiner, you have, haven't you?
Never.
Never? Okay. Oh, there we go! Maddie, have you thought Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? But anyways, you won't know this one yet because it goes Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Let's start again. Twinkle Twinkle MasterCard. I always know where you are, up above the bill so high, collecting air miles in the sky. Or Annie, anybody have Annie? Preston, you know who Annie is? Okay. Tomorrow, tomorrow, I'll pay my debt off tomorrow. My spending spree ends today. And Olivia Newton-John. Anybody hear Olivia Newton-John? Okay? It's not the song that you think it is. Okay? It's, let's get fiscal, fiscal. I want to get fiscal. Show me that your budget rocks. Your budget rocks. Show me that your budget rocks. But anyways, enough of music. My father, my dad lost 60 pounds when he was 60 years old, and I thought that being 41 years old, I'd be able to do it 2/3 of the way, you know, 41. But as you can see, I'm almost 42. I'm almost 42, and you can tell by my physique, I, you know, might have a few too many coffees, right? But the worst thing about turning 41 is when you're changing shirts and your 3-year-old tells you that your boobies are supposed to be girl boobies. Okay, who has a will? Hands up. Wills, hopefully. Powers of attorneys? Okay, you need a will because you don't know who's going to pull the plug, right? You want to know. You want to know who's going to take the assets, you know, what to do with your assets and all, right? And you need to know, if you can't look after yourself, that you want to go and get 3 jokes a day at the comedy club down the street. My wife, right here, my lovely wife, Wendy, she's been bugging me to get a donor, you know, on your license, the donor thing. I haven't just been doing it, but she wanted me to do it so that my funny bone would be looked after. Who's lost a tooth in here? Anybody? There you go! The tooth fairy's been visiting our house and paying $5. Because the tooth fairy does not believe in coins. Okay? But my son the other day, after he lost his second tooth, he said, I want to write a note to the tooth fairy because I don't want money, I just want a blue tooth. Now I've got a funeral director in my home office of family planning conversations, and it's always nice to plan your funeral ahead of time because, you know, you pay the bills and it's part of your budget as a financial planner, and you get things done. You know, you get the verses to pick, you know, you get the songs to pick, you know, Another One Bites the Dust, right? And then I can write my own jokes for my own funeral. I always thought that a pothead was at New Year's Eve when you put your middle bowl in your head with a wooden spoon. I went to Regina one day before they won the Grey Cup. Go Riders! And I was on WestJet, and they're sitting down, and you know WestJet. Anybody been on WestJet before? They're so bubbly and all that stuff, right? They're just wonderfully bubbly. And they say, "Hello, is there a Jason Bateman on the plane?" No, not the real Jason Bateman. It was someone's birthday, right? So saying happy birthday, right? And I was sitting in my seat and I'm thinking, sure glad my name's not Rob Ford. Anybody have a flu shot here? Yeah, we believe in it, you know? I was wondering, you know, all the problems with the flu shot, should I take it? Am I going to get sick? All that stuff, you know? And I'm thinking, so I thought, well, I'd go to my pastor and I'd ask him if I should take the flu shot. Good idea, right? He's going to tell me the truth, right? So I went, I met with him, we sat down, and he said, "Kevin, I don't want you to take the flu shot. Because the more you sneeze, the more you're blessed." So, when I'm trying to tell these jokes, you know, some of them are funny, thank you very much. I was sleeping at night and I was always funny. You know, I wake up and I'm just hysterical. Everyone's clapping their hands, everyone in the crowd is standing on their feet. "Kevin, you are a great comic." And then I'd wake up. And then my wife would be bugging me because, "Kevin, you are snoring so bloody loud. And you're tossing and turning. I almost fell off the bed. And oh yeah, I've been noticing that you've been really irritable lately. And you just don't listen to me." So every husband would go to the doctor, right? He diagnosed me with comic apnea. So anyways, we're on a business trip in Nanaimo, and I phoned my grandmother up and I said, "Hey Grandma, how's it going?" And she said, "Oh, yeah, Kevin, how's it going?" And all that stuff. "Hey, I'm with my girlfriend." And my grandmother said, "You're not cheating on Wendy, are you?" No, I wouldn't cheat on Wendy. It's my GPS girlfriend with the accent. I'll get her to say, you know, take a U-turn, Kevin, if you like. But what I found with GPS, with a GPS thing, you know, with the directions and all that, is just like your wife telling you directions in a car. It's just the decibel level's a little lower. I was speaking in California in November, and I was just all mic'd up, and I was on the stage and all that stuff with a best-selling author and all that stuff, or his daughter, and it was going to be great. And so I went to the bathroom. I didn't want to wet my pants, but I had the mic on. I didn't realize that until after, when I was getting introduced. This is Kevin Gieber from Surrey, BC, also known as Mr. Flusher. Now, soccer fans here? Soccer fans? Bob, you're a soccer fan, right? Ronaldo, you know who that is? Okay, now, when you're listening to European soccer, ever seen the crazy announcers on TV before? Okay, Ronaldo has a score, the goal just before he was scored a goal for Portugal in the World Cup. He's going, he scores, goal! You heard that before, right? So I thought, as a comic, it would be wonderful if it would be Kevin Gieber. He's standing on stage. He's going to tell a joke. Is it funny? Is it funny? The punchline's almost there. Funny! So, as a financial planner, people ask me what kind of work I do. I say I'm just a driver. Okay? So, clients want to get married. You know, I drive them to the altar, right? If clients want to save money or take money out for their children's education, I take them to the bank, or these days, the vault. If they're getting divorced, I'm taking them to the cleaners.
You know, anybody have a Starbucks card, the gold card? Any fans of Starbucks? There we go. Mommy always takes you for hot chocolate, right? There we go. Anyways, I got this in the mail, but I was thinking, I'm trying to watch my coffee making, or my coffee drinking. So I phoned my mom. There, you know, you have to get 30 stars, right? Right, Jenna? You have to get 30 stars to maintain it? Yeah, so anyways, I thought that I asked my mom if I could borrow some stars for when I was in preschool, because I got stars when I didn't sew on my pants. But Starbucks didn't like that. Phone numbers, 911, you know, emergency 411, you have for information, okay? If you want a hot dog and Coke, you just phone 711. Clouds, you know, you're looking out at the clouds, daydreaming, and oh, that cloud looks like a sheep, that cloud looks like a kangaroo or something like that, right? But in our house, we're going through potty training. Okay, my little 3-year-old. Where did she go? Anyways, once in a while, the potty, nice. Once in a while you hear, Daddy, Mommy, come look! I pooped a big kangaroo and a teeny weeny little worm. Oh, crap. You know, getting kids' attention is kind of hard. You know, Maddie's probably very good, right? Getting attention done, right? But anyways, I'm sitting in the chair. Elena, Daddy's trying to speak with you. You know, no, she's not hearing me. Piggy, that's her nickname, by the way. I'm trying to say something to you. Nothing. Daddy, you're gross. Excuse yourself. Kids attend to that, and Mom's good cooking also. So, you know, Scotiabank. You've heard the commercials online, you know. But my take on that is nothing against Scotiabank, so please. But you open up your credit card statement, you know, they tell you that you're in debt more than you think, right? You go to school. I always, you know, went to school and say, hey, teacher, I'm smarter than you think, but you know, what's with my C instead of an A that I needed, right? And but I think, or then Scotiabank says, you know, we're smarter than you think, or you're richer than you think, right? I think if you believe that, you're just stupider than you think. If I become a best-selling author, think 5,000 in Canada, you know, that's really cool, right? 50,000 in the U.S. Okay, with our dollar being 90 cents, I'm just glad that I'm Canadian because it's a wonderful exchange rate being an author. My wife is wonderful in her marketing. You know, she's a wonderful teacher, but sometimes I don't think she gets her marketing ideas that great for me. You know. The phone doesn't ring, you know, that sort of thing. So with all this book, she said, Kevin, you spent so much money on this book. You know, you could have bought a car. So how am I supposed to market how am I supposed to market my book with a car? Well, you get in the car, you put on the ignition, you drive and you pick them up. And then they'll invest with you. And I said, I spent how much money on this book, and that's all you have to do? My mother-in-law, she's right here. Don't worry, I premised this. There was another joke I was going to tell, but anyways, she doesn't think I'm funny. Okay, my mother-in-law, Elaine, am I funny? Anyways, she's actually banned me from going to the mall with her. Because the last time Preston and I and Elaine were with us, or together, we were going to the jewelry store. And I went in there and I looked at the clerk. And as soon as the clerk looked at me, I grabbed my mother-in-law's hand. In hearing distance. Okay? And I said, hey dear, don't you think this ring will look really good at our wedding? Cougar. Perfect spouse. I looked up Wikipedia. Everyone know Wikipedia? Okay. I looked up wonderful husband. Okay. My picture wasn't there. My name wasn't there. But you know with Wikipedia, it's an online encyclopedia that can be edited by anybody. I'm 41 years old. I'm proud to say that. But you know when you're a little kid, when you wanted to blow out your candles, what happened when your candles weren't blew out? You know? Oh, you have a boyfriend, you have a girlfriend, that sort of thing, right? But now that I'm older, it's a wonder that I keep my wife on her toes. Because I purposely make sure she has 41 candles or 42 candles. And I purposely don't blow them out. Advantages of being old, right? Well, homework is a big thing in our house now, because grade 1, homework. Preston brings the homework home, I look at it and all that stuff. But until I saw the teacher's teacher-parent interview, I didn't know I was supposed to sign it to make sure he did it, right? So we go to the parent-teacher interview, and Preston's teacher says, "Mr. Giebert, great to meet you. Did you know that you were supposed to sign your son's homework every day?" I didn't know that. Well, the reason why I'm asking is I didn't think your name was Dad. Now we're going through potty training, as I said, and reading letters and all that stuff. You know, ABCs and all that stuff. So in our house, we play bingo. Anybody heard bingo before? Bingo? B-I-N-G-O? Yeah. So anyways, the game was just an idea right away, but it kind of worked out because with my daughter, you know, Daddy had to clean up the accidents, that's why. Okay. So B had an accident in the backyard. I had an accident at the in-laws. N had the accident at the neighbor's house. You know, lots of Huggies diapers. G had an accident in the garage. And O had an accident in my office. So B-I-N-G-O, bingo, right? That was just for Pinky our poodle. Walmart is a great teacher. Whatever you have to say about Walmart. Walmart's a great teacher of parenting skills, actually. Because when I go to pick toys out, you know, 3+. So, okay, my kid, sorry son, you're only 2. You know, 3+, right? 7+, and Preston's 6. He says, "Daddy, I'm 7, a smart kid." I'm just glad there's no toys there for 18+. Anyways, back to the radio. Enough about the jokes. But anybody like the Beatles? The Beatles? Yeah? The ones that are on the ground, or the song? That's good. But they say yesterday, okay? But my version is yesterday. All my troubles seem so far away. I think I'm here to stay. Because I opened up my credit card statement today. Or Tears for Fears. Anybody hear Tears for Fears? Yeah, there you go, Derek. Shout, shout, let it all out. The debt is what we have to talk about. Come on. I'm here to listen to you. Come on. Voice is dry now, sorry. And then once we complete the problems of debt and everything, we look at a completed financial plan. Okay? An accomplishment. So Huey Lewis and the News comes on. Okay. And this is it. Ooh, I just want to tell you now that your financial plan is gonna rock this town. But the song that you really all know, okay? The song that you probably sang before, in the shower or whatever, okay? Is this one. Ready? Ellie, you ready? Thank you, Andreas. If I had $1 million, if I had $1 million, I'd be rich. Anyways, we have a good show tonight. Tonight, Financial Photographs Live, a great lady on stage that I found in Google. Not with the Google eyes. She accepted her job before she met me, of course. Well, that was a mistake. But ventriloquist extraordinaire Kelly Haynes. And what would a show be without a gold medalist? I'm not talking the gold medal you can buy in your Cheerios or get the Cheerios. I'm not talking about the gold medal that you make when you color it gold. I am talking about this gentleman over here, Paul Gauthier. He is the Paralympic gold medalist in bocce for Canada in Greece. Paul Gauthier. And our third guest, she doesn't know this, but I had a crush on her when I was a kid. Okay? When I played baseball with her older brother and her dad's sitting over here. You know, this little blonde girl came on chasing us, whatever, and I thought it was love, but I was mistaken. But anyways, we have Shannon Simpson with us. Shannon? And again, what would a show be without an interview with a bird? Okay? I found a bird that was both monetarial, if you like to say monetary policy. Anybody heard of monetary policy before? Yeah, that's kind of my gig. Monetary policy, political policy, because the bird has a view both from the left wing and the right wing. But the very opinionated and cuddly McGraw is back. And Financial Fotographs Live would not be complete with some great songs from a band. Listen to this, listen to this. They played at a sold-out Rogers Arena. Did you know that it was sold out? Yeah. Whiskey Jane. And we are taping this for people that couldn't show up, so I'd like to thank the great people at the Knowledge Bureau. So my publishers, Evelyn Jacks, Alan Gordon, Nicole Chartrand, Jamie Kyle, for making my dream come true. Thank you very much. And if you don't mind, I'd like to talk to you about 4 people who couldn't make it here today. Two of them, my grandparents. When I was 30 years old, my grandparents gave this to me for a Christmas present. And what it was actually pictures of my grandmother and me with a great hairstyle. And my grandparents when they're married, first haircut, wedding, all that stuff. And so that's one of the reasons for the book. The other reason is my mom. I was a pain in the butt when I was a kid. I'd never admit to it, but that's what I'm told. That she took tons of pictures, and this was before the digital age, so triples, quadruples. She's probably the pension for the print development. He's probably on some Caribbean cruise somewhere, thanking my mom for all her money. If only she should have invested it. She didn't know what compound interest was. But anyways, the picture. So I had to, in the book, chapter 2, I had to apologize to her. So, yeah. And then my dad, when we were kids, and his 60th birthday party, we found out that we always went to McDonald's on payday Fridays, and my dad used to only have coffee, and we didn't really think about it because it's before the days of the supersized, can't say those, my goodness. But the Happy Meals and all that stuff, So, so his 60th birthday, my brother Darren, he had a thing for Dad, and he showed us the slides and all that stuff, and he said, the reason why our dad didn't have meals because he was trying to save money. So he had coffee. So that's the reason for the book actually is for my grandparents for that. And also, I don't want anyone to be that dad, that mother, that uncle, that aunt, that grandparent, that friend, whatever, that has to have a cup of coffee because their financial plan's not done properly. It's not to say that my dad didn't have anything. It's just, paycheck to paycheck, all that stuff. So that's what the book is. It's not, sure you can sell a copy, that's great, but the book is to educate people so that they don't become one of those people. So what we'd like to do now is look at the book trailer, and then we're going to go.
Are you looking for a book that helps you discuss finances with your family in an easy but meaningful way? Are you a grandparent with money advice for your grandchildren? Are you a parent looking to make sure your children know about personal finances and don't make the same mistakes you did? If so, then Financial Photographs is the book for you. Written by financial planning expert Kevin Gieber, Financial Fotographs takes Kevin's years of experience and knowledge and breaks them down into easy-to-understand concepts and pictures, ideal for conversations with family and friends. A 30th birthday gift from his grandparents inspired Kevin to write the book. The gift? A photo album documenting his entire life up until that point. The photos reminded Kevin of all the important details of his life. Details he could have easily forgotten otherwise. Pictures can speak louder than words, and they also help commit ideas to memory. So, Kevin began implementing pictures into his work with clients with great success. From there, Financial Photographs was born. Inside the book, you'll receive important financial educational tools for all ages, ways to connect your past to your future dreams and goals, an opportunity to create your own financial photographs as you progress. Financial education is important, and it should start early. Teach your children ways to manage their money now, so they can create a standard of living they deserve tomorrow. For more information, or to ask Kevin your financial questions, go to www.financialphotographs.com.
That was done by one of my clients. It was actually done by one of my clients out in Ontario. They used to live around here. And Image Propeller Studios, so she does some wonderful work with the whole video. She used to work with EA Sports and all that stuff. So I was lucky enough to be the guinea pig for her for that program. So her and her husband's a writer himself, so he did some storyboards and that sort of thing. So, but my voice is going, so I need to.